To the surprise of absolutely nobody, the gay movie Bros, that is a gay rom-com designed for a very niche audience, flopped at the box office. It's almost like if you advertise this movie in your trailer, in your promotional material, by shitting on straight people and saying, hey, you know what? You had your time. It's our time now. This is our time. Time for the LGBTQs to rise up. It's almost like you alienated your entire audience with just a single trailer. Well, then Billy Eichner, for some reason, decided to act shocked and offended that straight people didn't go see his gay movie. Billy Eichner again blames homophobes as Bros bombs hard, 53% drop in its second weekend. And 53% drop, if it was something like a Marvel movie that opened up to like, $200 million and then had a 53% drop, that wouldn't be like a panic mode or anything like that. But if we're talking about Bros, which opened to less than $5 million, second weekend, 2.1 million, 56% drop. Top Gun Maverick, just to talk about this, Top Gun Maverick, which has been out for months and months and months, is making more per theater, $710 per theater it's in, than Bros made in its second weekend. This thing is a disaster. Being $9 million overall. I don't know if it's going to have a very good success rate internationally, especially not in the Middle East and China. Somehow I don't think it'll get a release there. But once again, the people involved with this are blaming the audience. They're putting the blame on the audience who didn't go watch their garbage movie. Keep digging Billy. On Friday, Billy Eichner doubled down on his disdain for American moviegoers who failed to turn out for his gay rom-com flop Bros, claiming that an irrational hatred towards gay people in certain parts of the country helped tank the movie at the box office. Billy Eichner appeared at a New York festival Friday where he discussed Bros with Harvey Fierstein and New York Magazine writer Michael Schulman. Homophobia is a bigger problem than how it pertains to this silly rom-com. But do I think it's a factor? Yes. In certain parts of the country, I think it was a factor. Though, to be honest, we didn't really make the movie for homophobes anyway. Well, you sure seem upset that all the people you're labeling as homophobic didn't go see it. Because, quite frankly, nobody went to see this movie. You're labeling 99% of the country homophobic because they didn't want to watch this. There's even people that are coming out and saying, hey, Billy, I'm gay. I just don't think you're fucking funny. I guess I'm a homophobe too. He added, this is an R-rated gay rom-com. It was never intended as a movie to try to convince people who don't like gay people that we're normal, soft, and cuddly and okay to love. It's not that movie. So it's complicated. And I find the whole thing to be very silly. When you take a bird's eye view of it, it's just a comedy. You are the one who got so offended that you felt the need to go out there and attack everybody. Oh, by the way, he deleted those tweets. When he was about to be ratioed, we caught him red-handed. I put out a tweet. You can go check it out. But he wasn't the only person involved with this to attack the audience. Bros director blast audiences for film's box office failure. This is from my man Christian Toto over in Hollywood in Toto. If anyone could bring comedy back to the Cineplex, it's Nicholas Stoller. The writer-director previously delivered Forgetting Sarah Marshall, Get Him to the Greek, The Muppets, and Neighbors. Now, with theatrical comedies on life support, Stoller's back with Bros. And audiences are staying far, far away from the film. The film infamously earned $4.8 million its opening weekend, far cry from its $22 million budget, and reported $30 to $40 million in marketing costs. Now, that is far more than normal. If that is really the marketing cost, holy shit, this movie's fucked. If it actually costs $40 million on top of the $22 million budget, then you're talking about a movie that needs to easily make far over $100 million to be profitable. That ain't happening with Bros. Hollywood news outlets have been wringing their hands over the film's failure since last weekend. Now, far-left Hollywood reporters asking Stoller and Bros co-star Guy Baranum what explains the box office results. Eichner blamed the straight community for ignoring his film, like we talked about. Stoller confirms Eichner's comments, citing data privy to Universal. The dismal numbers show that most gay Americans chose other movie options last weekend. The director trotted out other reasons for his film's failure, including his assertion that Hollywood has trained audiences not to see the comedy in theaters. Maybe they've been trained not to go see this shit because it's not very good. Now, we just got off the worst box office, September box office in 25 years, in a quarter of a century, because Hollywood's just putting out dog shit that nobody wants to see. You can't blame, oh, the audiences haven't been trained to come out for comedies. No, people are staying away from stuff they think is garbage. They're no longer going to give something the benefit of the doubt, whether it's a drama, whether it's a superhero movie, whether it's a comedy, whatever it may be. Don't try to pull that bullshit. But it's just so crazy that these people continue to come out, and instead of saying, you know what, maybe we should have thought about this more. Maybe we didn't make it for the right audience. We're proud of it, but we realize that it's just not appealing to a lot of people. You could say that. And maybe if you did say that, you'd have people that would go out and give it a try anyway because some people said it was funny. Not the case with Bros. Instead, they're going to double, triple, quadruple down on blaming the audience, whether it's because you've been trained not to go see these movies or whether you want to be called a homophobe by the actor, by the people involved with this. Either way, you cannot get around it. Bros is a complete and total failure. It's a box office flop. That's what happens when you attack the very people that you should be trying to convince to see your movie.
Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.